The NFC South has deserved all the jokes this year. It's not often an 8-9 record can win the division, with a winner being settled between the two eliminated teams in a game that shouldn't have mattered. Ultimately, the Carolina Panthers won the default bowl and will get to host a playoff game as a result, with the 12-5 Rams making the trip from Los Angeles in the wildcard round. It's certainly fair to ask whether or not this year's iteration of the Panthers is the worst playoff team of all time, but what if I told you there was once a team that was even worse, an organization that won its division in the dumbest way possible, went to the postseason with a record even worse than Carolina's, and even managed to pull off an upset win over one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history? This is the story of the 2010 Seattle Seahawks, unquestionably the worst playoff team in modern NFL history. The first step in understanding this team is appreciating what a dumpster fire the NFC West was in 2010. All four teams were trying to rebuild. The only team with an ounce of intrigue was the Seattle Seahawks. They pulled off a coup in the offseason by convincing Pete Carroll to leave USC and return to the NFL for the first time in a decade. Carroll inherited a deeply flawed roster from Jim Mora Jr. At quarterback, he was met with a 35-year-old Matt Hasselbeck who had been breaking down for 2 years prior. Little did we know, but Carroll's first draft in Seattle would lay the groundwork for a Super Bowl win because it led to the Seahawks landing Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, Russell Okung, and Golden Tate. The funny thing about those 2010 Seahawks, much like the 2025 Panthers, is that their season really didn't make any sense. One week they would beat a great team like the Bears, who finished the season 11-5. Then the next they'd get the barn's doors blown off them by the Broncos. From Halloween onwards, the Seahawks went on a comical streak of winning a game, then losing 2 and repeating. They did this until the end of the season, finishing 7-9, which was still good enough in the horrific NFC West to win the division and host a playoff game. They had New Orleans visiting, who were boasting an 11-5 record on the arm of Drew Brees. Nobody expected the sub-500 Seahawks to put up a fight, but then the team went nuclear. Marshawn Lynch cemented himself in history with the Beast Quake touchdown, a thunderous 67-yard run that caused fans in Seattle to create seismic activity with their cheering. The Seahawks upset a team many thought had Super Bowl potential, beating the Saints 41-36. Oh, one more thing. One person Pete Carroll hired was a promising 29-year-old offensive coach named Dave Canales, who is the head coach of the 2025 Carolina Panthers. For complete NFL playoff coverage, subscribe to USA Today News and stay informed on all the action.